was basically bitter that she liked somebody else, but she didn't start liking nobody else until. Bitch, we've been dating for like 6 months. How the fuck you just start liking somebody else? Like, fuck is wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? But that was the dynamic. We were supposed to be just dating other people type shit, but my goof ass, I got caught up in it. You know, you didn't see that reel I sent you when Steph Cole was like, but I want you to myself.
I did see that.
That was me. I want you to myself. He funny as hell. So it was that type of situation. I wanted it myself or whatever, but I was insecure. And I was just picking apart reasons why she could like this guy. I'm like, it's because he's light skinned. It's because he's tall. It's because of this. It's because of that. I don't know much. Maybe she like niggas with curly hair. He got curly hair. That's why. It was just a bunch of you stoop real low when you're insecure. Like that's the lowest version of yourself. This is not a good place to be. Like especially when you come out of it and you start thinking back at the type of shit that had you feeling some type of way, and like you like, what the fuck was I on, bro?
Yeah. I got one. I was dating this chick I met at work.
He just said, "Oh shit, wasn't good enough." He said, "I'm gonna tell him on."
It just popped in my head while you was talking. I was dating this chick, and I worked with her.
Yeah,
big mistake. But I've done it plenty of times before. Fuck it. I'm a notorious at work dater. Like I'm on the clock dating, lunch breaks, all of that.
Dick all in the cash register.
Yeah, all of that. I mean, yeah. Target, McDonald's, Chicago Public Schools, everything.
Wow, all of every place of employment.
Every place I've ever worked.
Wow.
Except my current job. Yeah, well, I know. All right, so this one chick I was dating from my job, very beautiful girl. We was dating and shit, and somebody happened to know her. And I think being in an insecure state, I think one of the signs of that is kind of like trying to do your homework on somebody. You know what I'm saying?
On the girl or the guy?
Just trying to do your homework on the chick.
Okay.
Like I think it's, I started asking around like, oh, shorty, I know you went to the same school. Da-da-da. He's like, yeah, she used to date my mans. He's like, she's just all about bread though. Like my mans used to have my homie she used to fuck with got a lot of bread. She was fucking with him. She was getting shit from him, asking him for shit. Da-da-da. So I'm like, shit, I ain't got it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like at the time, I think it was my first year teaching. You know what I'm saying? So me and her had ended up going out and we went to this little spot and it was like a breakfast date. You know what I'm saying? Or like brunch or something, like a little chicken and waffle spot. We went and the shit was fire. It was like, one of my favorite restaurants at the time. It was like above the little Soho house, like the Soho chicken shop.
Okay.
Over there. Yeah, so and she had said something about the date, like about the date not being expensive or some shit like that. It's a joke though. You know what I'm saying? And I took that and what he said and it just like rung off in my brain like a fucking light bulb. And from that point on, I just like looked at the whole situation different and wasn't really fucking with it. And it was just like, it was a lot more evidence of her fucking with this. Because it's like at the end of the day, I didn't have the bread. She knew that. We worked together. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how much money I make. Like, what the fuck? So, I ain't balling to this motherfucker. So, But she was fucking with me heavy. So it was more evidence that she was fucking with the situation than that she wasn't. But me doing all this research and me not having security around my finances, feeling like I should have more or feeling like women want this, women want that, da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? I let that shit bother me. I let that shit, you know what I'm saying, kind of sit in my brain a little bit. And it ended up kind of deteriorating the situation a lot, actually. So that was I think there's a lot of things that men, a lot of insecurities that we have that we got to let go of before getting in a relationship, right?
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to set a little ground rules before we jump into this conversation about men and insecurities, because we not finna shit on niggas.
No, we're niggas.
We are niggas. A lot of people make it seem like you're either secure or you're not. If you're a secure person, you're gonna be secure. You're always gonna be secure. You're not gonna worry about X, Y, Z, and that's just not true. Like you can lose your security. Now you can also have a level of security that you can also think you're more secure than you are. That's the thing too. But you could get in a situation, especially in a relationship, in an intimate relationship, if you're being vulnerable. If you're not being vulnerable with somebody, then you probably it's going to be very difficult for them to shake your level of security. But if you're vulnerable, you open yourself up to a person. If you're trusting a person, really trusting a person, then it gives them the opportunity to you know what I'm saying, like shake that trust, to break that trust, to make you less secure by their actions. So today we're gonna be diving into some of the top insecurities men need to work on.
What's the ground rules?
We gonna have empathy for niggas and their insecurities.
Yeah.
We're not just gonna, you know what I'm saying, speak on them in a way that like niggas is just these insecure ass.
Man, look here, fellas. I have no room. To talk about a nigga with some insecurities. I've had seasons in my life where, I was just super insecure. It don't come off like people would meet me and talk to me and you just assume that probably I always been this way. But nigga had some low moments. Like you would be surprised at what I dealt with, what I did, what I said. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely not bashing. So we're just gonna get into it and speak from experience on things you shouldn't carry over into a relationship. You have some insecurities that you should fix before you go over into a relationship that can ultimately ruin the relationship if you don't get a hold on it.
And ruin you.
Oh yeah.
More importantly, nigga. She'll ruin you.
Yeah.
Fuck the relationship at that point.
If you lazy, you waking up at fucking 3 o'clock in the afternoon and shit like that.
Popping bottles.
You're setting the tone for everybody because you're the leader.
Popping pills.
That's just what comes with being a man.
Popping bitch ass niggas.
I don't want nobody making decisions over my life except me. Not a woman, not a judge, not an officer, not no motherfucking body.
When them bullets hit him up, look like son had a seizure. Run out, give it up, you know the procedure. I be sipping Jack and honey.
I don't think nothing can make me feel like a man. I don't think nothing can make me not feel like a man.
Chains on my collar.
You can't take the benefits of being a man without the responsibilities.
Give you niggas halos on God in the cake.
Welcome back to Roses I Did. This is the best show in the world. This is the show where men walk the path of self-improvement. We welcome you to take that ride with us. We understand that everything is not our fault, but we also understand if you blame yourself for everything, you make better decisions.
Indubitably.
All right. Welcome back, man. How you feeling, bro?
I'm good.
How's your week?
Week been smooth. It's been going on. Mental been cool. That's for right now, for where I'm at, like my mental being okay and good, I can't ask for nothing else. Like I'm pretty level headed right now. Got an interview tomorrow.
That's what's up.
Yeah, got an interview tomorrow. Sure. And that's the thing. It ain't about what you know, it's who you know. We know that, but tomorrow like really, really proves that.
Yeah.
Like I knew of a person, the person who got me this interview, they're so plugged to whereas the job posting was off the website. It was no longer even available. It was closed.
Yeah.
She found out I'm looking for work. She's like, "Oh, bet. You want it?" I'm like, "Yeah." She said, "All right, hold on." She went on the website, like in the corp, like she had access to like the job posting. She opened it back up, and like go apply, hurry up, so a whole bunch of applications don't come in.
Mm-hmm.
I applied, took it down. HR called me the next day. Interview tomorrow.
Oh yeah, she's super plugged.
Yeah, she plugged. She real plugged.
Yeah, she's super plugged.
So,
that's what's up, bro.
yeah, so that's tomorrow. Yeah, I know. I'm still healthy, still in shape. If you need to be in shape, hit me up. I'm a coach. I got you, so you don't be fat no more. But yeah, other than that, I'm cool.
For sure. I've been back in the gym heavy this week. I feel good about it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I feel good about it.
Well,
I felt a lot stronger than I was when I left the gym. It's kind of weird that I've been out of the gym for a second. I feel a lot stronger.
how long?
Since I started this new job,
What, a month?
I think when school started pretty much.
Usually, like if you take a break from the gym, usually you'll be weaker.
About 2 months.
2 months?
Yeah, of inconsistency. I ain't not been to the gym at all in 2 months, but I just been super fucking inconsistent. Like some weeks not at all, some weeks once or twice.
Yeah.
But this the first week I've been back in now like 3-4 days consistent. But I feel stronger than I was before.
That just tells me like you're still obviously still eating, but still eating enough and getting rest low key. That's the only way you can do that is go back and feel strong.
For sure, man. This week been smooth though, man. What else happened this week? Oh, I gotta stay out shit in Patreon. I got some crazy shit going on the personal side.
All right.
on the person's side. So I'm gonna tell you about that in Patreon. It's pretty wild. But yeah, everything been good. No complaints.
For sure.
Life is good. I feel like I'm starting to get a grasp on all of the daily tasks that I have to do. You know what I'm saying? Like how, demanding my job is and everything else I got going on. I'm starting to get a grasp on it. And I think a lot of that should just be mental. I think a lot of that should be self-efficacy and a lot of the stress that you have over how much you have on your plate. A lot of that should just be the idea that it's too much. The idea that you can't handle it, the idea or the questions of whether you can do this effectively. But I think now that it's enough evidence that like I know what I'm doing. It's not less on my plate.
Yeah.
I just don't give a fuck as much because I'm good. Like, you know what I'm saying?
With that, anytime like somebody's starting like a new gig or whatever, it interrupts your routine, like your schedule. And not necessarily, it could be the same hours, but a different demand, like in your cases.
Yeah.
Or whatever the case may be. So as soon as you get under control your routine, like, all right, cool, I know this is when I'm going to fit the gym in. Like, as soon as you map out your day and you know your responsibilities and you know how your day is going to go, the weight of feeling overwhelmed is going to drop drastically because now all you did was restructure your routine. It ain't that much different from your last one, but once you in the flow of things, it's like, all right, man. Cool.
And that anxiety of feeling like everything got to be done today. You know what I'm saying? When you start doing something new, you feel like, oh, damn, I got to answer Eric. So it's 8 o'clock. You still responding to emails and shit like that. Versus when you get a hang of that shit, it's like, after 5, I don't give a fuck. Get the fuck out of here. I'll holler at y'all tomorrow. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's a lot of it too, man. I was having a conversation with one of the mentees who've been having a hard time, a real hard time lately. And he was able to make some progress. You know what I'm saying? We were able to get a driving permit. And now he'll be able to go back and get his license and shit like that. Went to some trade school. We just did a lot of different shit.
Yeah.
Over this last week, we've been together a lot. And he finally seeing a light at the end of the tunnel of his current shit. And I was telling him, I'm like, bro, as hard as this shit just was, and the situation you were just seeing was a very impossible situation. It was a situation where you really lost control. And he's like one of the most grateful people. He's just a very appreciative person. You know what I'm saying? And he expresses that a lot. He don't express a lot in general, but he expresses that a lot. He just like, man, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? So I was telling him, like, you fall into these situations where you don't really have control anymore. And you need assistance from people, and it's nothing wrong with that. I don't believe that nobody's self-made. Like, everybody need help. And but this shit is, believe it or not, this shit is gonna be very helpful for you as an adult. Because you're gonna meet people or run into people who get overwhelmed by certain shit. And you're gonna be like, what the fuck are you talking? Like, this is not bad. Like, these is good problems. That's why, like, a lot of the shit that I deal with, I feel like I have a high capacity to deal with a lot of things, to be able to do a lot of things at once. And if I am overwhelmed, it don't last long. It's really because it's like, how can I complain about having a lot of work? It was a time I have no work.
Yeah.
Like, I had nothing. Like, I wish that I had worked. I wish that I had a job. I wish that I had some fucking income. Like, it was like, have you never really been like rock bottom fucked up? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know, man.
I'm talking about, like, it be people who it'd be like, nah, that's not a real.
You're okay.
That's not a real problem. Like, you'll be fine. This is actually a blessing that you're complaining about right now.
But now people in, like, cause I know bro's situation, but people who live through and get through things like that, the resilience when they get old, like when you're an adult, the problems that you're gonna face, let's just say in whatever career path you choose or whatever stress is gonna come, it's not gonna compare to what you just had to go through. Yeah, like it's gonna be light. Your perspective is gonna be like, it's gonna be heavy, but you got the strength to carry the shit. Now it's like, absolutely, I've been through way worse. Like, I'll be all right. Yeah,
and it's I think also setting yourself up to never be back in that situation. But even if you get close to that, just knowing how to break this shit down and live at a low means for a while until you can figure it out. Yeah. I think that's also, and not be stressed out about it. You know what I'm saying? I think that's also a good thing. I always say, bro, when shit hit the fan, nigga, if it ain't some shit that the police gonna come knocking about, it don't matter.
Nah, not even that for real. It's a quote. You got a bunch of like if what is it? Fuck. Something about like you don't really have any problems until like right now you got 100 problems.
Mm-hmm.
If you get sick and your health is, you know what I'm saying, in jeopardy, you only got one problem.
Exactly.
and you don't want to hear shit like that when you in the thick of whatever your problem is. Like me, like probably 2-3 weeks ago, if you told me that shit, I probably hung up on you. It's some shit like that. But in like, you know, in hindsight, this is a very fixable problem. Yeah, I felt my feelings while I was in it. And low key, I probably was in my feelings for like 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
And then it was like, I'll be back.
Is it safe to say that like the more problems you have, the better your life is? Is that fair?
The better your life is.
Think about it like this, right? Like you just said, like if you got a lot of problems, if you got a lot of shit going on, right? If you get sick, like really, really sick, you got one main problem. You get what I'm saying? I was listening to a few interviews I heard recently. Now, I ain't never been in prison. I ain't never going.
You want to relate?
Huh?
You want to relate? Fuck is you knocking for?
Because I don't want to jinx myself.
There's no way you can jinx yourself. Don't do nothing stupid.
Nigga, you could just, it ain't hard to go to prison. Everybody in prison ain't do that stupid. Anyway, listen. I listened to a few. It was like Jim Jones and Fat Joe's having a conversation, but there's a lot of other niggas having the same conversation I'm saying on the internet about it's harder to be in the real world than it is to be in prison, right? Because, you know, in prison you got your meals is taken care of, you got no. Not saying that it's easy to be in prison, but it's saying that like to really survive in the real world, pay bills, do all the shit you got to do. It's like niggas make it seem like prison is harder, and the real world you have way more decisions and way more responsibilities. And it's prison. It's this conversation is going on amongst niggas who've been in prison for a while, niggas who haven't. But it's like, nigga, a lot of niggas can't say like I did 15 years in prison. Nigga, I did 15 years in the real world. Like, so what I'm saying is like the more problems, it's like your life is better because
you got to deal with a lot more.
Even though you're dealing with a lot more in the real world, nigga, you rather be dealing with that than be in prison.
I feel you. And I understood where Jim Jones was coming from. Like people who just have no awareness of how street niggas live, and because I understood what he was saying. Yeah. I was like, I understand both sides. I understand how somebody could be like, what? Are you tweaking? Like, nigga, being in prison is not. I just understood both sides, and yeah, I would.
I'm gonna take their word for it.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna take their word.
I believe you.
I think that should just really come down to like, it's easy to have like a one-track mind. Like a street mentality type shit. Like it's easier to have that shit, but when you in the real world, you down and gotta juggle so much shit.
So much.
You gotta figure out how to pay bills, nigga. You gotta worry about the police. You gotta worry about a motherfucker not sliding, mistaken identity, kid. Like it's hard as fuck to survive in the motherfucking world for real. Like it be all type of weird shit going on, but it's like when you in jail, it's like shit. You know that shit. That shit becomes routine. Don't shit really change, and that motherfucker is like, I'm in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That's what they be saying.
There's only a few responsibilities.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? It's like long as you know what I'm saying, you cool in that motherfucker. Like they was saying, I think I seen that same interview, and they were saying like niggas will get parole and turn their parole down because they like, nigga, if I go out, nigga, I gotta try to get a job. I gotta try to do all this type of shit that I'm mentally not really prepared for. Like all I know how to do is just think this street shit or think this jail code, like institutionalize that shit, and that shit be for real for. That's why you saying like shit. It's easy to do 15 years behind bars where, you know what I'm saying, where it's really controlled. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, those 15 years are mapped out perfectly. You know exactly what you're finna be doing.
As long as you don't do no fuck shit in there to like steal from nobody or no shit like that, where you got a motherfucker trying to poke you up and no shit like that. Like it's down there easy selling through that motherfucker, but it's like in the streets. It ain't, and not even in the streets, but just like in the world. It's not like that, G. It's like nigga, that shit coming from every way like the wind. You don't know when that shit may or may not hit your ass. And you got to be like mentally prepared to navigate through all that shit. A lot of motherfuckers don't be able to like multitask, basically.
And we need to talk about how the economy change and go up and down, and whether niggas hiring, whether niggas not hiring. It's so much shit that go on, man.
Trey, I just put him on punishment for a week.
He got three girls pregnant at once. You can't do that in jail.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I just put Trey on punishment for a week or whatever. And this nigga said, I think Trey be trying to manipulate.
Yeah.
For real. That nigga said he came to me after I chewed him out or whatever, and he like, I just be feeling like you like everything you asking for is just a lot like on my plate, and I can't handle it. Like it just be, and I'm just looking at him. And he dead ass. He's trying to get sympathy from me. Like, it's just a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do this. I say, nigga, you have 3 things in your life. And if you take care of these 3 things, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. Mm-hmm. Behave in school. Get good grades. Do your chores at home. Mm-hmm. That's all you have to worry about.
Yeah.
If you can't handle these 3 things, I am highly concerned because you finna be an adult in the next 4 years.
Yeah.
It's gonna be 30 different things that you're gonna have to do.
Spank your ass.
You're gonna lose.
Yeah. Belt to ass. Instantly.
I'll give you another one. That's why a lot of niggas, we're talking about controlled environments. Mm-hmm. College is a controlled environment, right? It's a much more controlled environment in the real world. You get a refund check at the beginning of every semester. You get that refund check, niggas pay their rent up for the whole semester, pay half the rent for the semester, whatever they gonna do. They got a job at Walmart, they go to class, whatever the case may be. Rent is super cheap, or you stay in a dorm. And a dorm is super fucking controlled. They feeding you every day. Even if you stay off campus, it's just it's so many niggas who do not want to leave. It's so many motherfuckers who got master's degrees just because they were scared of the real world. Now, that's a win.
Yeah.
A win is a win. I give you that. And I'm not shitting on that at all. However, I know so many people who literally graduated and was like, yeah, G, I'm finna go to grad school because I do not want to go start paying bills and shit in the real world. Because you feel like you grown as you pay bills in college, but it's not. It's a very controlled environment. It's nothing like being out here in the real world and having to really
come out the belly of the beast.
Yeah.
Is that so? Like with people who live off campus and stuff and all of that, is it an age limit on that shit? Like if let's just say a 40-year-old, like I'm finna go to college on campus to get that type of rent.
I mean, you don't have to. The college town rent is just cheap in general, so you don't have to be on campus. You could be off campus just like a regular civilian. A nice amount of kids that go to the school don't live on campus. So you have an apartment that's near the school, but it's just like anybody can have this apartment. Anybody who live in this town. It's just that there's so many students that you damn near live by all students.
It's true.
Now, the thing is, it's people who not only go to grad school or get motherfucker go all the way up to PhD to dodge some fucking Chicago rent. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker got 3 masters, 2 PhDs. They got $1 million of student loans because they don't want to pay the $2,500 rent in the city. Like, you know what I'm saying? But some motherfuckers stop going to school and just make a life in the college town. There's a lot of people who just live in Champaign, who just live in Carbondale because they just made a life there and they just don't want to deal with the beast of Chicago when it comes to this shit gets real. Like, 100%. You got to really get out here and figure this shit out. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's a lot of ducking and dodging going on out here.
I'm pretty sure we got some of the same.
I want to say, you had me mad nervous because it was ringing for mad long. So I'm like, oh my God, I hope it's not like a real phone. But anyways,
shout out to New
York.
York.
Doing? I've been listening to you guys for a long time, and I still love the podcast. So keep doing what you're doing. I actually need some advice on something. So I'm about to turn 27, and for the past 2 years, I've been in an ultrasound program. And when I started my program, I was just like, listen, I'm not going to date. I'm just not going to date. I'm not going to get in a relationship. Like, I'm just really going to focus on completing my program.
I know where this is going.
So now I have about 6 months left until graduation.
What's his
name?
And
since I am going on 27, this year I finally came to terms with the fact that, yes, I do want to be a mom, and yes, I do want to have children. Want to be married. And now people around me are like getting married, having kids, and everybody keeps looking at me like, oh, Ilan, like, what's next for you? Like, oh, do you have a man? Are you about to do? And I'm just like, no. And I'm starting to feel like, okay, the goalpost for me is always going to move up. And I said to myself, I didn't want to be distracted. I just wanted to focus on my goals. But I don't want to get into this, like, zone of not dating because it's a distraction. I'm only focused on my goals because I just don't want to wake up the next day and then I'm 40 and then I just have a great career, but I don't have a family. Mm-hmm. So do you have any advice on how to make it a healthy relationship between your goals and keeping your own identity, but also dating, because I feel like that's kind of the goal. Even though we have our own aspirations in life, it's the family is still the goal at the end of the day, you know? So any advice on how to, like, make those parallels work? Any healthy advice on how to make those parallels work? Thanks so much, guys. Have a great day.
Absolutely.
I feel like her saying like any healthy advice.
Right.
I feel like that was her telling me shut the fuck up. I feel like she knew I was going to say some bullshit.
Yeah.
I'll say this. And this is going to be a two-part advice. I'm going to give you this first. I'm going to let Jones rock it. Then it'll be a double circle back. When you go to buy a house, some of the best advice I've ever got is that you're going to have a loan officer, you're going to have a real estate agent, you're going to have an inspector. It's going to be a whole team of people that are dependent on you buying this house, right? You might feel small in a moment because you might feel like you don't know what you're doing and everybody else knows what they're doing. So you need to, almost like please everybody. Like, damn, let me get this for the loan, let me get this for the risk and all this. And when you get to a certain point in the house buying process, you might feel like there's a lot of pressure on you to buy this house. You've gotten inspected. Y'all went through all of these things for this particular house, and you feel like, damn, now I have to get it because the loan officer, because the realtor, because this, because that. The thing is, once you sign the paper, it's your house.
Yeah.
If the fucking roof cave in, the realtor is paid, they're gone. They don't give a fuck. The loan officer don't give a fuck. Once you make the decision to lock in, it don't matter what the next motherfucker think because that's your relationship. It's your baby. It's your baby daddy. That's your husband. That's your... Like, everybody else is going to disappear when the problem hit. You know what I'm saying? The realtor still answer the phone. Oh, that was so... You got your house. How's everything going? Everything's great. Woo, that fucking roof cave in. They don't got shit to say about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, that pressure you feel of everybody around me is having babies and getting married and they're looking at me like, when is da-da-da-da? If you rush that shit and you pick the wrong nigga, that's your nigga.
Yeah.
And it ain't nobody else gonna be able to do nothing about that.
Yeah.
You got
Yep.
Yeah.
Great analogy. You being 27 and feeling like you behind, I actually think you like right on time to have the mindset to want a family. Like, just because people are getting married now, and I'm going to guess that the people around you are around your age, right? 27, 28, whatever. I think for women, and I hate to put an age on y'all shit, but I'm gonna just be realistic. 27, 28, I think that's the perfect time to start thinking about like, okay, I want a family, and to start actively, maybe actively vetting guys for to get that family. You're gonna be 34, 33. It's gonna happen so quick. I remember 27 like yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But there's also the thing, there's also a realistic problem. Let's just say you walk the path that you said, like, all right, I'm just going to focus on my goals. I'm going to lock in on that. And you're going to use that to distract you from what you ultimately want, which is a family, etc. When you go that route, time is going to fly by. You're going to look up. You're going to have the degrees. You're going to have the job. And it's going to feel good, or whatever the case may be. But it is going to, depending on how well you keep yourself up, or whatever the case may be, it's going to affect, I'm trying to say this in a nice way, but like in the dating market, on the average guy, like you're going to be like 34, 35. And men think about, if you want to start a family, fertility. Mm-hmm. And just naturally women, y'all are on a biological clock, and past a certain age, y'all have high risk pregnancies and stuff like that. Y'all don't have the luxury of taking your time like us as men do. Like, we could just shoot up the club and go. It's easy for us. Shout out to women, because y'all deal with a lot. It's easy for me to just go decide I want a family at fucking 37 and boom. 45, 50. Like anytime, really.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So with you being 27, I think this is very proactive for you. And to balance both, still, like, whoever your partner gonna be, when you vetting this guy, in the beginning, like, talk about y'all goals. Especially if when you truly vetting somebody, you talk about real life shit. Like, oh, what are your goals? What you trying to do? Like, oh, this is my path. Woo woo. And those first couple of years, y'all both walking y'all own paths, but y'all walking it together. So you still checking off that list of, your goal list, and you also building a foundation in a relationship with a person. So by the time you get 30 or whatever the case may be, y'all got a foundation. You still walking towards your goals. Y'all both are aligned. You can start the family, and you good. So I would say do both at the same time right now.
Yeah, I don't know why people hide this limited capacity in their mind, like they can't do date and like chase their goals at the same time. And it seems like it's women who have that capacity. And I don't know if it's just us being ignorant about a woman's journey with that. But I'm like, if Barack Obama had a fucking girlfriend the whole time, he dated Michelle big head ass since they was fucking however old they was, and this nigga became the president. Right. So like, you know, you get you a supportive partner, you might become the fucking president or something.
That's probably why Aisha Curry thinks she couldn't do shit.
I don't want to go there.
You were so busy. You're rich as hell. All you needed was a nanny. You could have been whatever you wanted to be.
This life is crazy. Like, life is fucked up. She living, ain't it?
Man,
she got
it hard out here.
Yeah, it's fucked up for her.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I think you could do both. And again, maybe this should, if a woman could tell us in the comments, it might be something that oversight on our part, dealing with us not being women and not maybe understanding. What is so difficult about dating and pursuing your goals at the same time for women? Because men don't seem to, you know, have that.
I feel like they'll say, like, for women, if they start bringing love into the picture, since they like so emotional, it'll throw them off their goal. Okay. They'll lose focus. They'll start focusing on a relationship, or you know, that happens to men and women. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, it was times in my life where I had goals and I'm chasing after her. I meet a girl and I start slacking. Like, that happens both. I think as you get older, you learn how to better, you know, let the two coexist. I've still got shit to do, but I can still love you at the same time type shit. Like, I think that I only got better at that as I got older. When I was younger, I probably could have, like, it was some years I probably was talking to women where I just put some shit I was trying to do on the back burner, but not intentionally. Yeah. Like, I just got lazy with shit. Like, I'm in love right now. Ooh. Yeah. So maybe for women, since they're more of the emotional creature, it'll really take over. So maybe that's the mindset.
Yeah. So it sounds like we just need to have a better balance of, you know, what we need to be doing to stay on our priorities, to be disciplined.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it is harder to get up and get to work when you got some ass cheeks laying next to you.
Fat ones.
Ain't that right, real? that bed feel like he got a magnet in it.
Man, shorty.
Them 5 a.m. start coming 7, 8.
Man, so you know, it's just shit that we got to do, man. Yeah. But going off into that, let's get into this real topic of the day, man. Insecurities that men need to get past before getting in a relationship. I think it's a big obvious one that we all know. Thinking about the past. A woman's past.
Yeah.
The thought of, because I think it's, when I was listing out this, I'm like, okay, we got to get past, you niggas can't be insecure about the chick past that they choose to be with, right? If you're going to choose to be with this chick, you can't be insecure about her past. You chose to be with shorty, right? The other one is her cheating on you. The other one is body count. Shit like that, I get body count, go into that. But it's all kind of surrounded around other men. So I kind of grouped it all together. Before we get into that one, I want to go with one that we don't talk about more, and that's financial security.
That's the number one on my
list. That's number one? Okay.
Yeah.
That was number 2 on mine, but I don't go into that. And I want to go into that in the aspect of, like, not even being comparative to necessarily another particular man, but I think when you get in a relationship and you think about what women want, your perceived image of what a woman wants, or your perceived image of what your girl wants, and you're not secure with your finances and what you're able to provide and where you are in life, you can run into a spot to where you know you need to be saving, you know you need to be stacking, you know you got these goals, but it's like, oh, well, I gotta, to keep her happy, to keep her here, to keep her in this situation, I have to do these things. I have to constantly buy shit. I have to constantly take her places. And that's an insecurity. That's you, because at the end of the day, she might be cool with what y'all got going on. She might be willing to wait it out with you, but you telling yourself this shit. Or she not cool with it. She gotta fucking go. You know what I'm saying? And like, you don't want to lose shorty, but you jeopardizing everything you got going on, everything you're working for to be with this person. That's a big insecurity that can be a revolving, that if niggas don't get past that, you won't progress in life. Because you could bring this into relationship after relationship after relationship, and now you never getting ahead because you always dating somebody, you always overspending, and it ain't even got to be nothing crazy. You just might be in a position where it's like, damn, I could be stacking up to buy me a fucking house. I could be stacking up to do this, to do that, but it's like because I'm always dating a chick and feel like she need this, she want this, she want that, I never get ahead. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And a lot of times it's in our heads, right?
Yeah.
I would say it's safe to say that, contrary to popular belief, most women will ride it out with you.
Okay.
In my opinion. You know,
She gotta like you a whole lot.
She gotta like you a whole lot. Well,
She
you
like
should,
you a whole lot.
Well,
I don't think most guys go for the girl that like them a whole lot.
that's what I was gonna say. Like,
If you dating a girl that you like more than her, she probably not gonna ride this shit out with you.
like I know, like,
You gotta be performing. You gotta do these things. You gotta be tap dancing for this hoe.
So the number one thing is to date a woman who actually is invested in you and likes you and is about you and, you know, quote unquote
Helga.
on your program.
You gotta cuff Helga, G. Niggas be running from Helga. Hey, Arnold sent us the fuck off.
No,
G.
but see, look, that's the problem. Like you do that, you cuff your Helga, you get on, and it's like, shit, I should have waited. Like I should.
Hey, I name y'all two of the most lit black niggas of all time. Sex symbol, every chick want them of all time. LL Cool J and Denzel Washington have been married their whole careers.
Yeah.
You ain't even heard nothing crazy about them.
Never.
LeBron, I give you another one. That nigga been that nigga since he was 16. He about 56, nigga. You ain't heard shit about nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, nigga, you could pick Helga, nigga.
You could.
Was Savannah Helga? She probably was the baddest motherfucker in the high school.
Nah, yeah. She probably
She was the
she
coldest
probably
motherfucker in
was.
high school.
Where he grew up? Ohio.
He went to
or
some
shit?
Catholic school in Akron, Ohio.
Yeah.
So they ain't had shit going on out there for real.
They did. She was definitely the coldest. He won out there.
If he went to college, he went to Ohio State, he would have fucked that up though. He got them white cheeks.
But yeah, so like us, like as guys, it's in our heads that we got to spend the money. We got to do this. We got to do that. Like, you don't think that she's gonna ride it out with you. If you're dealing with a woman that actually likes you, she probably will. If not, that's where the insecurity comes in, because you've told yourself a story that I got to take her to this restaurant. We got to go on these types of trips. We got to go on these types of dates. And we get that idea low key from social media. And you hear this from other women because you're watching and on social media, you see in the conversations that's taking place, Twitter, whatever the case may be, and you see women constantly talk about expensive dates. You see in the Instagram pages of women where the highlight reels is fucking crazy. She got Van Cleefs on and in Dubai and shit like that. And you see other women, you see the Aries, the Dirks, how they get showered, and then you see the masses of women like, yes, oh my God, where he at? God is me again. So that you've adopted a story about women that's low key in fantasy land.
God is me again. It's fucking crazy. But they do be talking like that though.
What, Sierra, what was your prayer again? Like, shut up. Like, we're very normal out here. Like, in the grand scheme of things. So since you adopted that type of story, now you get a woman and you're not in the best financial place. You operating off what you think you know that a woman wants, regardless of what she tells you. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes women will tell you things like, oh, they want this, but it's really that. So you battling between this and that, and you just end up over time spending all your money.
Yeah, and I think I think the internet, we just hear so many opinions, and I think this is probably the bad part. I don't think God meant for us to hear so many opinions in a day or thoughts in a day and shit like that. But when you ask somebody what they want, that question in itself, in a hypothetical situation, whether you're on a date, whether you're on the internet, whatever it is, people are giving you the ideal answer.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that they won't accept less than that. Most people, if they lay out everything they want, they're not getting it. Whoever the fuck they date. You get what I'm saying? That's not the reality of it. So you don't have to feel like you have to check every box for a person. You have to be you. You have to be you. You have to be the best version of you. There's going to be things about that person that you don't like. It's going to be things about them that, vice versa. I think the thing is, when we talk about it, I'll talk about myself. In the old situation I was in, I was dating a woman. I talked about this before, where she wanted trips and date because she started hanging with girls who was dating scammers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they was nigga like her nigga sending her to a club in a fucking what's the shit called?
Black
The
car?
Benz, the big Benz, the van.
Oh, the fucking
what's the shit called, man?
Sprinter.
Like fuck, fuck going to the club with your girl. He's sending her. He ain't even going with her. He's sending her and her friends to the fucking club in a Sprinter with a fucking bodyguard. Like, bitch, I'm not competing with this shit right now. Fuck is you talking about? I'm not even gonna try to you probably gonna go fuck with one of that nigga friends because it ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I remember that, and she wasn't asking me for that though. I ain't gonna stunt on her. She wasn't asking me for that, but she was like, "Hey, I do want to go on some trips. I do want to do this. I do want to do that." And I was in a situation where I was trying to level up. I was trying to purchase certain investments to where I was gonna be good for the long haul. That's just where I was in that moment. And I feel like the best thing that could have happened. We broke the fuck up. She took her trips. I got my shit. You know what I'm saying? And now we're both happy. You know what I'm saying? And it made sense. Now, even recently, in the situation I'm in now, I'm dating somebody who liked to go out. She liked to take trips. She liked to go out. She liked to do all of that. But she understands what we're doing right now. She understands what the goal is. Now, she will always send me, because she's new to Chicago, she'll always send me things in Chicago. So she's sending me this wine
Oh my God.
and wax, restaurant with you could go play your records. Some shit she saw on TikTok. Then this other diner place on TikTok, and there's this and that, and this da. She sending me this shit every day.
Yeah.
And the guy I was before would be like, damn, I gotta take her, I gotta do this, I would never get ahead, because in my mind, you sending me this is you letting me know I want to go here. But the insecurity it make me feel some type of anxiety or pressure about it.
Yes.
Like, damn, we got to go here this weekend. Even though I just said that we chilling for the rest of the year, we chilling for the fourth quarter, we got to go here. Now, I save all that shit.
Yeah.
We get that. Like, we gonna go to every single one of these motherfuckers. I ain't gonna have when it's time to start going back outside, it'll never be a day that passes I don't know where we finna go. Because I got a whole fucking list of this shit that you done sent me. But we not doing this shit right now.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? We just not. I think that when you have that financial security, you will get a lot further in life, man. It's difficult to get ahead when you
think about
worried about that type of shit.
And this is solid advice. Think about you 35, I'm 34. Think about if you had that type of if you were secure like this at 25.
Nigga be way ahead. Way ahead.
Like, cause we speaking from a place, just to bring it back down to, we speaking from a place whereas we know this shit now. Definitely wasn't like that when I was 25. I felt the pressure.
Yeah.
I spent the money. I dipped in my savings. I took the trip, or whatever the case may be. And sometimes, you just learn things through experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe if I would have heard a podcast like this, or it was probably podcasts out, it was probably niggas talking about this type of shit, but it just wasn't on my radar. You know what I'm saying? And just thinking back, like, of course, everybody who's 30 plus, mid 30s or whatever, we all can say, like, boy, if I knew what I know now back then type shit. Yeah. So I hope that, our listeners who younger than us, the young guys, y'all hearing this, and maybe you is in that place of insecurity and you just heard you're hearing how we talking, adopt the mindset right now.
Yeah.
Right now.
And you hear so many niggas, you gotta learn from other niggas' mistakes. You hear so many niggas when a relationship over with, their biggest complaint be about what they did for this girl.
Man.
I did this, I did that, I paid for daycare, that kid ain't even mine. Fuck that baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, all that shit, bro. And it's just like, bro, niggas that look back on what they spent, you know what I'm saying? Not even, you can't even put a number on the shit at this point, but just thinking about all the other shit they could have did, you know what I'm saying, for themselves. And it's like, bro, if you constantly seeing this, you seeing this complaint, you constantly seeing niggas react, you gotta learn from that. You gotta learn from other people else.
And you would think, don't you know how if we see like a ball player, right? Young nigga on the scene, whatever the case may be, it's been so many examples of niggas just getting strags, pregnant, going through.
Don't call Drea a strag, bro.
Drea, fucking Brittany Renner. Brittany Renner, what's his name? PJ Washington. Yeah. It's like us at our age, we looking like, bro, how does
cheeks?
You don't see how this shit is finna go?
Yeah.
The niggas around, ain't nobody telling him, run. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. All right, let's move on though. What we got next? What else you got?
We can jump to the past. Was that number 2 for you?
The past, yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's really all I got because everything I listed kind of just was really the same thing over and over again in different ways. The boogeyman nigga that you worried about.
You said what?
This boogeyman nigga. Everybody worried about Jacalos, bro. That's what this really come down to.
Jacalos.
Everybody worried about Jacalos. You think Jacalos gonna fuck your bitch or he already fucked your bitch? One or the other.
Man, so like the comparison to other men, and obviously that comes from, it pulls from all of the different areas that we're gonna be talking about. It pulls from the financial insecurity, maybe emotional insecurity, the fact that you vulnerable and that puts you in an insecure place. What else? Knowing your role and knowing your true value in a relationship, all of these things, right? So, but just to stick to the wanting to know about a woman's past, I think that comes from, if you so worried and you trying to control the situation, you want to know who she slept with, you want to know if you in the room with the nigga, you want to know who she's attracted to, you want to know all of these things, because let's just say if any of these fears happen, you low-key don't have the strength to leave. Like you worried, you want to control it because if it come across your plate, you gonna fold, and you in your mind like, I'm gonna stay. So I don't want it to happen at all.
That was really bad because now I'm staying. My anxiety high. I'm insecure. I'm fucked up emotionally.
All of that.
Yeah, because I'm not leaving. Yeah, that's tough.
So
go ahead, my bad.
You good? So like, for me, I don't worry about any of these things because I have an abundance, and it sounds like I'm not invested in my relationship. It sounds like I got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. When I don't, I got both feet in. But if you step on these motherfuckers, I'm leaving. Both my feet is in the relationship. I love you. We here. We doing this. But I don't have a fear of walking away. Yeah. I got an abundance mentality of I'm going to always attract a good ass woman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if you don't have that type of confidence, if this is the baddest bitch you ever met, if this your first baddie, if you know what I'm saying, just like if you have her on a pedestal, like, oh my gosh, she's so cold, this the best I could do, and all of that bullshit, you're not even in the right place. Your masculine energy is non-existent, and she's gonna sense that shit, and it's gonna turn her off. Yeah. And you're gonna lose her anyway.
Yeah, you looking up to her, she looking down to you. This is the thing. The comparisons to other men, I think that's one of the biggest confidence killers, is comparing yourself to other men. And it's really a mirror of how you feel about yourself. It's never about the other nigga. Because if you a nigga that's in shape, you're not gonna be jealous of the nigga that's in shape. You're not gonna think that that's the nigga that's gonna take your girl.
Right.
But it's another nigga that's not in shape that think that you gonna take his girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a tall nigga that feel away because this short nigga got an aura that he just don't have. This nigga just fresh in him. This nigga just can dress. But the short nigga with the short fresh nigga think that this tall nigga gonna fuck his bitch, like, cause he tall. God. So it's like, it don't matter what you got going on. It's a rich nigga that's out here with the fucking Rolex, the Ferrari, to this, to that, that's trying to mask some type of insecurity that he got, that feel like, you know, he overweight, or feel like whatever the fuck, feel like, oh, he really a nerd and she like street niggas or whatever. It's always gonna be something, cause you can't be everything.
No.
You can't be everything. You just cannot. You know what I'm saying? So it's always gonna be something if you look at the next nigga. And it's gonna be a mirror of yourself. You're never gonna look at him and look at the things y'all got in common and compare that. You only gonna compare the differences between y'all, and it's always gonna be something that you can find that make you feel like this nigga's the boogeyman. Yeah. He gonna fuck your girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, you just gotta have that confidence in yourself and understand what your strengths are, and not only just your aesthetic strengths. You know what I'm saying? Or your strengths on paper. You having finances, or you having fucking demeanor, swag, right. You having you being funny, and all of these things. You have to look at, like, really, like, your character. Like, this girl likes you for real reasons. Like, you have the advantage over every nigga breathing.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if she chose to be with you, you have an advantage over every nigga. You know what I'm saying? So you got to lean into that. You
got to build your when you think about a boat, right?
Yeah.
Think about a boat. You go on a boat. The boat is the boat is you. Yeah. You go on the boat, you off on the water, you in the ocean. The ocean is the relationship. The relationship goes up and down. That shit, you know what I'm saying, is rocky and everything like that. Who you are, your confidence is the anchor. Yeah. You drop that anchor, it doesn't matter which way it turn, flip over, whatever. Like, I'm I'm solid regardless anyway.
Yeah.
So if you don't have an anchor in who you are, if your anchor is your clothes, if your anchor is your money, if your anchor is any external thing that can also fluctuate and move along with the the currents of the ocean or whatever the case may be, the relationship, the world, you're gonna have anxiety all the time. Anything can throw you off.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the Cam Newton conversation was interesting, man. I only heard the clip. It was a soundbite of him saying like, "Hey, the nigga said whatever woman he dating, he need the list."
Yeah, that was
the list. Nigga, you don't want no goddamn list. Anybody give you any list. It could be 3 niggas on that list and you ain't gonna you gonna feel a way about it. Because all you gonna do is compare yourself to these niggas. Now, he said that it was about when he walks in a room, he needs to know who this girl slept with, because he needs to know who has one up on him. And that was the thing that stood out to me the most, is that why do we as men feel that a nigga having sex with the girl that we with gives them a one up on you? Like, where does that mind state come from? I think that's the part that we really gotta attack. That's the root of the tree.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you feel like if he fucked this girl that you're with, that he has some type of advantage over you, right? Because there's a lot of ways that could go. He might really like this girl and didn't and wanted to be with her, and now because it's the assumption that he just he just fucked her and she just a slut to him, and now this your wife or whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of girls I fucked that you walk away from the situation like, damn, I tweaked. I could have really been with shorty. Ooh. And now there's another nigga with her. And you looking at him like, damn, he got the one I wanted. And he looking at you like, man, this nigga fuck. This nigga, you like this nigga Terry? Damn. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, why do we get this mentality from that he got the one up instead of you having the one up? You got the girl.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you not looking at it like you got the one up?
Because I want to say it's a mix of, we look at women like we conquering women, and since that's what you were doing.
Yeah.
When you were single, you was going around conquering a bunch of different women. You sleeping with them, didn't mean much. And usually it was a situation where you probably knew of another guy who really wanted the girl that you was just fucking on. Like, he was going to treat her right and or whatever. And to you, it was just a piece of ass. And you looking at him like, this lame ass nigga, she woo. So now that story has flipped. You looking at it like, okay, this is my girl. And you're assuming that, since he fucked, this was probably just his hoe. And now you adopting a situation that never was really the case. You know what I'm saying? And we also have an unrealistic expectation of just a woman's sexual experience.
Yeah.
Like, as an adult woman, right? You want to meet a woman, a grown woman. You want her to make sure she better know how to suck dick. Pussy better be wet, tight, all of this.
She got to perform,
She got to do
good
all
knees,
of this.
all that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She doing Bulgarian dick squats. You know what I'm saying? She doing all this type of stuff.
She better be able to take dick.
All of
she ain't never had none before.
All of that. But you want her to have all of these things, but never slept with nobody.
Yeah.
It's not. It was a Drake song. I think Kalani or something was on it. She said something about how I'm gonna fuck this good without no practice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the one up.
Don't tell me no shit like that though. We ain't gotta talk about it like that.
But no, like the whole one up thing, I think it just comes from you assuming that, you know what I'm saying, this was just your slut, his slut, and now I'm wifing a whole type shit. And you just gotta grow up, gang. That's all.
Yeah.
A list, an actual list. No. Now I'm not gonna front. I do understand him when he say, because some niggas will be weird. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you want to understand the energy.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got to give me no. Let's say we walk in the room or whatever the case may be. Because I would hate, like, you think you meeting a nigga in a genuine way or whatever, and in his mind he got a one up on you. Oh yeah, I fucked your bitch. Ooh.
That happened to me not too long ago.
Like, relax.
That happened to me not too long ago. I want to say it was the summer before last. It was one of these summers. You know, these bitches be running together. But we was at Easy Does It, and I was with this chick who we just always had a casual relationship. You know what I'm saying? We'll link up, we go out for drinks, we fuck around. But really good friendship in that though. Like, one of them just super dope situations. You know what I'm saying? And we at the spot, it's a popular spot, and we having a good ass time. And I bump into this dude who I went to school with, who I went to college with. And he like, oh, what up? Ooh, I seen him. Ooh. I'm like, we never really talked though. Like, we don't have a relationship for real. So he like, hey, I'm gonna buy y'all a drink. Like, hey, come over here. And it's like, it's no sections. It's a come sit down. It's like a first come, first serve seating type of deal. But he like, hey, I got a little spot over here. Come over here. Ooh. I'm gonna buy y'all a drink and all this shit. And man, you was no bottle service, none of that. So you have to go to the bar to get the drink. It was he was like overly accommodating. You know what I'm saying? Because with it being first come, first serve, you don't have no reserve seating. So you kind of like trying to squeeze us into this little area. And he like, oh, I'm gonna get y'all a drink. Ooh. Now you leaving to go to the bar to come back carrying these drinks. The bar line long as hell. And I'm just like, and he was so adamant about it. And then when we left, she was like, I used to talk to this nigga. Like, that's why he was doing all that. And I'm just like, what? Like, that shit was weird as fuck. Like, that shit was lame as fuck. And it's like, I didn't care because me and her didn't have that situation. That's the situation that he wanted with her. Mm-hmm. Like, he wanted more than what he got out of the situation with her. Yeah. So he felt a little way about it, and he was trying to one-up me, I guess. But it's just like, me and her really just cool.
You're a loser, gang. Like, that's what you are. You're a fucking loser.
You're a fucking loser for sure. But it's cool though. But yeah, so it's just like when you run into a nigga, you want to know, like, is this nigga being weird or is this a genuine interaction? Yeah. And I think that's when a chick should kind of tell you, like, you know, bump you to the side, like, hey, like, we out here.
For sure. And I'm trying to think back if I had a situation. I'm pretty sure I did. I just can't think of it right now about how that interaction probably went. Yeah. But yeah.
How would you handle that situation though? You want to say, let's set the scene. Okay. Bro, let's set this scene real quick. You in a situation, you out, you kicking it, you with a chick that you dating. This your lady. Y'all might not have been dating for a long time, obviously not. But y'all, you know, this your move. You like her, she like you, y'all locked in. Cool. Y'all go out, a nigga that she used to fuck, no, a nigga is in your orbit and a nigga like kicking it with you. Oh damn, you sports bet, bro. You woo, he talking to you and shit. She tapped you on the side like, hey, I used to fuck with dude, he being weird, woo. But he's still constantly throughout the night trying to buddy up with you. Yeah. How do you handle that situation? Do you call it out like, hey, bro, get the fuck out of my... What are you doing?
I probably, I ain't gonna be rude about it. But I'm like, hey, yo, me and my lady, we hit a date. You know what I'm saying? Get some quality time or whatever. But I appreciate you, though. Enjoy your night. Yeah. And, like, just like, I'll probably do it like that.
Yeah.
Real?
What you thinking?
He's crashing out.
Real gonna reach in his armpit. You know what's in his armpit. Don't let that nigga reach for his armpit.
Cause it's gonna stink.
Soon as Shorty tell Real, like, yeah, he doing like, oh, you think I'm a goofy?
No, I don't know though. I ain't gonna lie though. If my lady say something to me and she tell me like, yeah, he being weird, or if she say like he being weird, then it's like, all right, I'm down there, hey bro, woo, I was being like, man, we cool, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't gotta keep coming back and forth. We don't need you steady coming over here. You know, I got her, we straight. Like, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker gonna let him know through the door. But shit, if it's just on some, you know, shit, I used to fuck with him type shit, and he ain't like, if I don't feel like he don't know, trying to make it seem like he got no one up on me, and he probably just on some genuine cool shit, and all right, man, woo, man, it's cool type shit. But if I feel like he on some funny shit, and she saying he on some funny shit, I'm gonna let his ass know, like, bro, hey, look, you gotta move around, shorty. And all that, I ain't even trying to kick it. And I don't be friendly no way. So niggas down there see it in my face. They're not even approach me, her, none of that shit. So,
yeah. I'm tonguing my bitch down. I'm smacking ass, all that. Yeah. Yeah. You missed this motherfucker. This motherfucker go crazy. I know you do. I did shit. We was at a spot the other day, and I'm walking past. It's like I'm walking out of the spot, and it's a nigga like eyeing shorty. Like, I'm talking about eagle eye. He finna shoot. I'm thinking he finna down and reach out, trying to grab my hand. I'm walking behind her though. He not even peeping me. Yeah. As soon as we can walk past, smack that motherfucking cup it. Look dead at him. Like, yeah, this motherfucker nice. Yeah, it's fun.
I think not in all cases. It depends on the nigga, but let's just say in our situation, right? Podcast, a lot of people in the city know us or whatever the case may be. Even before the podcast or whatever, just from networking and whatever. A lot of people know of us, right? Yeah. And so a nigga will just automatically want to feel like I fucked your bitch type shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's tough.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't even know you.
I fucked my bitch.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like this it happens.
Yeah.
So a nigga will feel that way and just wanna like, oh yeah, I fucked I had her. It's almost like the shit the Chris Brown thing when Shorty went on stage. Oh yeah, I had that. You know?
Yeah, you gotta let niggas have that though.
Yeah.
You gotta nigga have that, man. Niggas living off their past kills. Is that why we both ended up dating chicks from that not from here?
That's a coincidence.
Is that a coincidence?
That's a coincidence.
Or is that us subconsciously trying to dodge the I fucked your bitch?
Damn.
Yeah.
It
that's
could
tough.
be. It
That's
could
tough,
be.
man.
I didn't know she wasn't from here. You knew.
Yeah. Yeah.
But another thing guys are insecure about, their role, aka their value in the relationship. If you don't know why you're there and why she feels like you're worthy of being there, you're gonna have some insecurity. Because if you think it's attached to your income, it's gonna be insecurity. If you think it's attached to you plan fun dates, if you think it's attached to anything other than who you are as a person, insecurity is gonna be there. Because like I said, all of these things, they fluctuate. We can be going on dates, then we could be not going on dates. Money could be good, money could not be good. I could be funny today, I ain't in the mood today. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be. And so if you think it's tied to any of those things, you're gonna always feel like whatever the deficiency is, let's just say it's money. If the money is low right now, the insecurity gonna start to come because you're gonna feel like she can do better than you.
Yeah.
You're gonna feel like she can go over here, especially if she's an attractive woman. You gonna niggas want her. And so you'll see a nigga that, got the money, got the looks, or whatever the case may be, and you just created this boogeyman. And now you scared that she's gonna want better. Not knowing that, low-key, that was just you having money or you being able to do things was a great benefit, but that's not why she chose you.
Yeah.
So if you're unclear on your value and what you bring to the relationship, insecurity gonna seep in, she gonna start picking up on it, and over time, you just gonna become unattractive.
I think that most people struggle with this shit, bro, because I think 90% of people don't really know who they are and how to articulate that. And if you don't know who you are, it's hard to like lean into something and value the shit, right?
Yeah.
I feel like if you ask most motherfuckers like, who are you? They're gonna start naming what they do,
Yeah.
right? Like, nigga, I'm a podcaster, I'm this, I'm that, you know what I'm saying? Or the things that they have, you know what I'm saying? You hear a lot of women, oh, I'm independent, I got my own car, I'm this, I'm an RN, I'm this. That don't have shit to do with who you are. And I think most people don't know how to pinpoint who they are from a character standpoint, right? Whether you're just a spontaneous motherfucker, you a lively, spontaneous, you could make a friend in any room. That's the essence of who you are. You've been that since you was a child, right? Or it might be a skill that you developed over time. Either way it go, like, that's the essence of who you are, and that's what draws people to you. And that's what you need to lean into. But I feel like most people can't really pinpoint the thing that like put people in their orbit. And it's not always an easy thing to do if you're not doing a whole lot of self-reflecting shit, or people having just constantly. Sometimes people could constantly tell you the shit, but you don't feel like it's valuable. You know what I'm saying? Like, my homie had always told me growing up, he was like, bro, you really good at explaining things. The nigga would be trying to explain something to somebody, like, tell the nigga what the fuck I'm talking about. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, I never thought that was important.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Until I started doing this shit. And I'm just like, oh, well, this is something about me that's valuable. This is something about me that people appreciate. I'm able to solve problems. I'm able to work out problems. My girl into it with her mama, I'm able to make her see this shit from both sides and fix the fucking problem. That's why she like me. Like, it ain't about what I got, what I don't got, and this and that. It's like, you got to figure out what make you special as a person. That shit not going nowhere, and it make you a one of one. So it's like, if you could figure if you could figure out what that is and provide that shit in abundance, motherfucker can't just go date another nigga.
Yeah.
Like, they can't. Like, because this nigga don't have this quality. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that shit just super important.
As you saying it, like if somebody was to ask me, like, who are you?
Yeah.
As a shorty, people will always tell me, like, you got the gift of gab. I didn't even know what the fuck that meant.
Yeah.
I mean, you got the gift of gab. You got the gift of gab. And it was in my subconscious, but as I got older, I knew what it was. But one of the things that I like, and fuck that, one of the things I love about myself is who I am in conflict, who I am in rocky waters and like the worst of times, right?
Yeah.
Is no crashing out. Is no like I'm really, and it's such a cliche saying, but like I'm 10 toes down. It's like whatever. I'm stoic. I could be feeling the worst. Like on the inside, I could feel however, but I know like it's a season. So who I am in conflict, the my discipline, you know what I'm saying, my charisma, my gift of gab, all of these things, you can't go everything I just named, you can't go out and just get that.
There's not abundance of people.
It's not abundance of people who can, you know, because there's some people where their world could turn upside down and they like mentally lose their fucking minds. They crash out. They all of this stuff.
Yeah.
Like I've been in some situations where and it's like, I bet it's time to lock in. Cool. I'm frustrated. I'm pissed. I'm not saying I don't feel any of these emotions, but I'm not losing myself.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's not just one thing either. I think the way I said it kind of makes it like it's one quality that everybody got. It's usually a few things.
Yeah.
And like whatever that thing is, now it's a combination of things. Now you really can't just go find that in somebody else. Because these qualities, each individual quality is unique in itself. Right? You're talking about being stoic, whether you're talking about being a problem solver, whether you're talking about being like just spontaneous light in a room, whether you talk about being articulate and being able to break down problems to people. These are unique. It's abundance of fucking fly niggas, tall niggas, rich niggas, all this other shit. Each of these qualities are gonna be hard to find. Now when you start finding multiple qualities about yourself, now you created a combination that's damn near, again, it makes you kind of like a one-of-one type of person. But if you're not aware of those things, you might not be able to lean into them and provide that shit to your partner abundantly enough to make it special. You know what I'm saying?
And you know how, if you want to know what those qualities that you have that are just instilled in you, that you can't go out and buy, whatever case may be, get in therapy. Start finding out about yourself.
Yeah. Or like listen to your people have been telling you that shit. And you probably just think because it's so normal.
That's why a therapist is going to start asking questions, and it's going to bring you going to remember that.
Yeah,
my homie always used to tell me, I used to explain things. You're going to start finding little things out about yourself, and you're going to be like, you know what? Oh, okay, cool. It's going to be real. It's going to be a real enlightening experience, and it's going to okay, bet.
Absolutely,
I am valuable.
Absolutely. What you think your top thing is?
Nigga, I just said them all.
Real, what you think your top thing is?
I don't even know, bro.
I think I always tell Real he a protective nigga. See,
I swear to God.
Remember, I just said that you'll be telling a nigga and the nigga don't. You know what I'm saying? The nigga just not listening.
Real, I feel like Real the type of nigga.
Because all niggas are protective, right? Nah, so you probably feel like, oh, that's normal. Like,
I'm finna explain the levels, right? Yeah. So this is how I see Real. I'm gonna start off with me. We in a situation, whatever the case may be, I'm gonna protect, those around me to a limit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make. I got boundaries.
What's
now.
the limit?
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not finna, go to jail for you, risk my life for you. I'm gonna be thinking.
Yeah.
I feel like Real. It's so indebted into him, like as a protector. Mm-hmm. He's gonna do whatever it takes to make sure his people is good. I'll never forget. I pulled up on you. It was one of your Kappa picnics or something. It was by South Shore on South Shore Beach.
Yeah.
We pull up, whatever the case may be, and we link up. Oh, what up, y'all? Real right there. Hey, Real, Reggie. Hey, Reggie, come over here. Ooh. He like, hey, come right here right quick. These niggas over there tweaking. Ooh. Yeah. No, like, what are you talking? I didn't even peep it. I'm like, what are you talking about? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But he just had that mindset to whereas he gonna take care and make sure whoever he's with is safe. To like, I want to say no limit. Now, I'm not saying Real gonna crash out and just throw his life away, but instinctively, he will do whatever it takes to make sure a motherfucker get out the jam.
Exactly. We was watching a war movie. Me and Tiff was watching a war movie the other day, and it was 5 guys that went on the mission, and one of the guys, and it was an illegal mission. They shouldn't have been doing it, but one of the guys got whacked, and they had to carry all this. It's triple frontier.
Yep, that's my shit.
Yeah, so they was trying to carry all this money back, and them being greedy and trying to get all the money was why they kept falling into fucked up situations. It was too much money. The helicopter crashed because the money was too heavy. Then they stayed too long, so they almost got caught because they was trying to get all the money instead of just taking what they could, right? And while they trying to carry this crazy, it's called triple frontier because the shit happened, I believe, in Brazil. And in Brazil, it's the most biodiverse place on the planet where you got the mountains, a jungle, and the water right next to each other. So they trying to get through all of this shit with this money, like over a mountain and all this shit with this money. And one of the niggas end up getting whacked, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when a nigga get whacked, now they put his body in a bag and start carrying him and the money. And she like, just leave the nigga. And I'm like, that's real ass. I'm not leaving this nigga body out. Like, these niggas riding, now these niggas out here with a fucking dead body in a bag trying to carry this shit. Like, they done threw the money off the cliff. Like, fuck it, we got to carry bro now. Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I remember when we was in fucking Orlando, and I was on the phone arguing with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I had stepped out the club, and I turned to Real. The Real stepped outside the club. What the fuck you doing out here? He's like, I'm just making sure you straight. I'm like, nigga, I'm good. He's like, no, he's like, hey, you good? I'm like, damn, bro. Like, so it's shit. When I say that, I mean like in the sense that like you go above and beyond with that, and I think that's a different quality. So I think even with a chick that you dating, everybody just not gonna do that. Like, I think my girl feels safe with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure his girl feels safe with him, but I feel like with you a nigga who is just taking that to a whole nother level where somebody not gonna be. They might find another nigga that's protective, but not to the extent like they feel like they dating a fucking CIA agent or some shit like that.
And the dope part about that, it's nothing that I can work on to put that in me to be even more protective.
It's instinctive. Yeah,
it's instinctive.
It's just who you are as a person. Yeah, for sure.
So
for sure.
That's valid.
What else you got on this?
On this one in particular, I broke that down. The role.
I mean, the next one. You got another one?
Emotional vulnerability.
Okay.
Like if you.
What time we at? They'll never tell me the hour, man.
I've been watching it.
For sure. Let's do A and P, and we can get into that in the Patreon.
Okay, cool. I ain't gonna lie. All right, so with A and P, right? Well, for the last few ones or whatever the case may be, like when I'm trying to figure shit out, I don't be wanting to tell people, not necessarily what to do, but I want to get my mind back on. So I've been having a hard time with thinking of some. I ain't gonna say I have a hard time. I just haven't been putting any thought into giving significant value because my mind is so many other different places. So follow your dreams. That's what I got for y'all, man.
All right, advice for boy moms today. I was reading a great book. It's called The Body Keeps Score. I feel like everybody should read it. In the book, the author briefly described this concept of what you used to and how your body will reject anything that you're not used to. So how he described it was like if you're born and your grandparents and your aunties and your parents are always telling you you're the most warmest, yummiest, beautiful baby in the world that they ever seen, you're gonna believe that to an extent, right? We develop our egos at a very, very young age. So you're gonna believe that to an extent, and you're gonna feel that constant love on you all the time. And when you grow up and you date somebody and they're not loving you, they're trying to tear you down, they're trying to gaslight you, all these different things, it's gonna feel so wrong that you're gonna stop fucking with the person because it just don't feel right to your body. You're gonna reject it. But if you grew up in an environment where there are always people doubting you, there are always people telling you what you can't do, there's always people telling you that you wasn't enough in a situation, when you do date somebody who comes into your life with all this positive energy, you're going to reject that shit because it don't feel right. You're going to feel like, oh, this must be too good to be true. This person trying to finesse me, whatever the case may be. Like growing up in Chicago, and there's always somebody trying to finesse you. You go out in the world, you go to college, you meet somebody who give you an opportunity. You feel like this nigga is trying to get over on me. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just can't believe that somebody really trying to show you some love. And it's the same way in a relationship. And then if you have, like I said, you grew up in a situation where there's people doubting you and just giving you negative energy all the time. When you grow up and you date somebody who matches that negative energy, your body gonna accept that because that's what you're used to. That's gonna feel like home for you. So my advice to boy moms today is simple. Like, just overly love your kids, right? Overly love your kids. Show the young man that you raise in just an abundance of love. We understand that the world is hard. We understand that you gotta be hard on your kids sometimes, but make sure you just being very intentional about telling your kid what's special about them, about just loving on them, telling them they look good, telling them that they, like, showing them how to look good, showing them how to smell good, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just loving on your kid, like, in abundance, being very intentional about it, not assuming that they just know that you love them because you their mom and because you provide for them, because you buy them shit. actually express it verbally, physically, love on them, be affectionate to them, all of these things. So when a woman come into their life, when a right woman come into their life, they used to this shit. They not second guessing it, overthinking it. Like, damn, I ain't you. Or they just not addicted to mean girls like me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't no coincidence. My mom was mean in the motherfucker, and I kind of like mean girl. Like, I kind of like a little mean, little, like, you feel me? Like,
y'all can go to hell.
That's some shit I got to figure out, man. But that's all we got for y'all today, man. As we always say, if you're chasing anything in life, put your motherfucking foot on the gas, take that shit all away, and get everything you came for, man. Decide, plan, sacrifice.
Shoot. Shoot. We out.
Listen, man, I was thinking about this. We're going to get this.
So, God in the cake.